guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Tita Lavinia of Tita's of Pageantry, and for this episode, I'm going to be giving you my super tight list for the best runway challenge video at Miss Universe Philippines 2021. So please make sure you stick around, please subscribe to the channel, as well as hit that bell notification button for your weekly pageant fix. Guys, I hope ECQ is treating you well. Before I start this video, I just want to roll out a few shout outs as I have new patrons on my Patreon account. I want to say hi to Mark Daryl Villanueva as well as Christina Abello. Thank you and welcome to my Patreon page. Now, if you guys also would love to follow me on my social media platforms, they are of course on Instagram. We have Tita's of Pageantry, which is really very active nowadays because we have Bindi Pajares also, who is fighting for us in Poland for Miss Supranational. Alright, so now that that is out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about the Runway Challenge, because the Runway Challenge at Miss Universe Philippines is actually one of my most favorite activities. They rolled this one out last year when they had the ladies walk the ramp at BGC. This time around, because a lot of things are more virtual, they asked the ladies to submit like a 1-minute video of them walking. But according to a source on Facebook who posted this, the ladies are supposed to wear black, they're supposed to have an outdoor shoot, and maybe a at least 10 seconds of footage of just them walking, that they're not supposed to wear chunky heels. So with the guidelines that were rolled out, I feel like it was really easier to weed out the ladies who are just really there to pursue their dreams against the ladies who are really there because they have the training and they have the capacity or the technical skills to really execute beautiful pasarela. Now, some of the ladies did not make my list. Well, not some, a lot. And I say a lot because I was able to trim down my list to less than 10. That's why the title of this video is my super tight list, because I was also quite surprised that not all the ladies performed. And I guess this has something to do with the way their videos were edited, the way it was shot. I felt that a lot of the ladies missed the opportunity to really showcase their pasarela, as they wasted at least half of the video with their paandar posing, with a lot of face shots and a lot of torso shots, which I feel, yeah, really was just missed opportunity, because at this challenge, what I am really looking for are the skills, the technical skills to execute a really beautiful pasarela. Of course, you have to have your posture there. Of course, you have to have the leg work, the footwork, you know, like little things. Are their knees knocking together? Are the strides short? Are they rushed? So these are some of the technical skills that I'm looking at. So yeah, it's pretty unfortunate for even some of the front runners, because I felt that for some of them, they really missed the brief. So what I am actually looking for, or my peg for choosing the best runway challenge videos, is actually Giselle Bundchen, the supermodel from Brazil. Now, of course, I don't require the ladies to have that stomping movement that has character, that has a lot of confidence, a la Victoria's Secret. But if they can do that, kudos for them. However, if they can at least manage to walk gracefully and to walk as if they're walking on water, a la Giselle Bundchen at the Rio Olympics opening or closing ceremony, yeah, then we're good to go. I'm not going to give you guys a number so that you get to figure out how many ladies made it to my list. But the first on my list is Christina Abello of Aklan. I love Cristel 2.0. A lot of people are still 50-50 about her new look. They want her look to be fresher, but I don't really feel this, because I feel like even if you pile on makeup on Cristel, she still looks fresh anyway. But her video for me is a combination of really good production value as well as Cristel's output in what she has been doing and what she has been working on for months. You could see it in her back muscles. You could see it with the strength of her strides as well as the muscles that she has developed on her legs. So for me, this is someone that really puts in the work. I like how the video was shot. It had a combination of really nice scenery, a really pretty styling, fiercer looks, as well as sweet transitions in her facial expressions. But more than that, we had a glimpse of how she walks. Now I feel like it has more power. I think some of us have been talking, she looks like an unlikely villain. So I like the play of the characters that Cristel was able to display in her pasarela video. Next on my list is the super long Victoria Vincent. Now, I have to give out a disclaimer for this, because although her pasarela work was not the most perfect for me, everything else was just so visually stunning. I like the way that the video was just so edgy. I like the way that she was styled. I think it really fit Victoria to have darker eyes this time because they've been downplaying her makeup a lot. So I feel like whenever she has a little makeup on, she ends up looking a little sleepy. Although she, of course, looks really fresh, I feel like they need more definition on the eyes. So looking at Victoria, even if the video is just a little darker, we get to see how long she was, how statuesque, and how elegant and her classy her features are. My only concern though is that because the video was just so edgy, I wish that she would have paired edgier or fiercer poses or fiercer facial expressions, because I just felt that there was a little bit of a disconnect with how everything was just so fierce, and looking at her face is just so sweet. But more than that, yes, I want to talk about her dress. Her dress was really pretty. It fit her well, and it did what it had to do. It showcased her long legs. Moving on to her pasarela, there wasn't any fireworks with her pasarela, but those legs are just so undeniable, and I feel like this is someone who could fit the part, but could, use a little bit of more polishing, a little bit of more pasarela training. So yeah. My list is, of course, the super fit Corrine Abalos. Now, Corrine Abalos's star is rising in this competition. I mean, she doesn't even have to oversell herself. All she has to do is just release content out there and let the people decide. And the people have decided. For me, she has one of the more powerful videos, because very early on you could see her bone structure, you could see even her collarbones and those really broad shoulders and really nice arms. But what I also liked about her video was that it wasn't just this. You could really see how strong her strides were. You could see the effort that she puts in whenever she puts her toes on the ground and whenever she would take another step. So I really like the muscle power that she was able to show in this pasarela video. I would liken her to the Morena Beauty of Maria Isabella Galleria. She does really have a lot of that Janine Tugonon vibe, a lot of that Miriam Kiambao vibe, but it is super Corrine, if that makes sense. So yeah, I like everything, even the styling, because Corrine, of course, is not one of the tallest girls in the competition, but she definitely makes up for it with class. She makes up for it with just the drive to learn more and to improve herself. And I think that her efforts are really paying off without even saying a lot of things about her family, even her family connections. This is just definitely Corrine. Next on my list is, again, another surprise, Maureen Roblitz of Pangasinan. Now, Maureen has been proving herself consistent in this competition. Even if she has a huge fan base, and I think this is another topic for debate within a lot of people in the pageant circles. Even if she is riding on the fan base, Maureen is also putting in the work. You could see her face. She's delivering. There have been several challenges before this. Her headshot was really good. Her swimsuit shot was really good. I think her best performance was her introduction video. But this time around, we saw a soft Maureen, very playful, flirty. I like her facial expression. She knows how to connect with the camera. She definitely understands this. What I like about Maureen's beauty is that it seems like an approachable type of beauty. But moving on to her pasarela and the production of her video, I thought that she was one of the ladies who really ticked the guidelines, if the guidelines are indeed true, because she was in a black dress. It was a nicely cut black dress because it was fitted, and I think a lot of the pageant netizens out there, the pageant fans, really notice her hips. We've known Maureen since she competed at Asia's Next Top Model, and we kind of know her body type. So to see her now develop more ladylike hips, develop like that soft sway and that really nice stride, and a pasarela that's not over the top, then yes, kudos to Maureen. I thought she really did a really good job. Next on my list, I have Janela Cuaton. Now, I'm really glad I'm able to talk about Janela Cuaton this time, because I feel like for me, the other challenges, she's out there, but she isn't just reaching the list, like the top 15 of the list. Maybe if it were top 20, she would have made it. But this time around, I have no doubt that she's gonna get in, because a lot of people are buzzing about this pasarela. First of all, the production value is superb, and I know this has something to do with maybe her connections. She is into interior design, and I know that she's very friendly with Maggie Wilson, who we know has a beautiful house and could, also lend a beautiful set for the beautiful Janela Cuaton. And I like that there wasn't anything that was over the top with her performance. First of all, she was really so pretty. I felt that all of the ladies should have taken notes from Janela in terms of wardrobe, because Janela was the one who wore a slip dress and it was just so nicely made. And this is a dress that you can dress up. This is a dress also that you could dress down. So I like the simplicity of how she presented herself, which is her straight hair and beautiful makeup. Also, what I really like about Janela's presentation was the way she showcased her pasarela, knowing that she has been banking on that face and that hair, which seemed to really have a life of its own, being very windblown. I feel like her pasarela skills were showcased really nicely in this video. There were really nice wide shots of her. There were really nice shots of her footwork. And that footwork, guys, this is a pro. This footwork is fluid. It's not flashy at all, but it is cleanly executed. And this is something that I would like a lot of the ladies to really learn from, because Janela didn't even have to sway her hips from east to west. She just had to stay put, stay straight, and, just look really sensual in her movements. So I think that this was a really commendable output from Janela and her team. And now I go to the last lady on my list. So yeah, go ahead and count that. The last lady on my list is, of course, someone who presented something so epic. People are already fighting about it. People are even politicizing her video. I'm talking, of course, about Cebu's pride, Steffi Rose Aberatsuri. Now, again, the production value alone could be likened to maybe an opening of a really cool action movie. She was at the center of the yet to be completed Cebu Cordova Expressway. I mean, a lot of people are politicizing this right now. Thank you to that designer who fired the first shots. But I'm just saying that, yes, I agree with you. You cannot do this if you don't have the right connections. And for me, if Steffi had the connection to get the approval to walk that bridge, it means that she must be super loved by the LGUs of Cebu. Because for me, this was someone prepared. And this was someone who just did not bank on the production value of her video. She really put in the work, guys. And remember how I told you earlier about my comparison on Giselle Bundchen? Of course, she's not Giselle Bundchen, but I'm just saying that I was able to see that stomping movement. I was also able to see that Rio movement. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty impressive. Steffi's video for me is number one because everything really worked for her. The effort is there. I know it wasn't that safe to even try that, but she did. She went the extra mile. It was super windy. Yeah, there was an element of danger. The drone shots were fantastic. I mean, if you're not a pageant fan, you will be impressed by the production that was really put into this 1-minute video. And about her walk, her wardrobe, her hair, her makeup. She had several wardrobe changes in this video, and I thought it really worked in her favor because we got to see her versatility, but we also got to see her power. Was this the most perfect walk? Maybe it still needs a little bit more, but that front shot of her, charging at you with her legs crossing and stomping, I thought that was really, really very powerful. What about the other favorites? I know you're gonna ask me, so I might as well give out the reasons. I did leave out the likes of Laren. I did leave out the likes of Katrina, Dimaranan, as well as Kisses. But please do hear me out on this. Laren and Katrina, for me, even if they don't make this personal list of mine, I don't think that this would hurt them in the competition. But again, I'm trying to be very technical about this. With Laren, she had a beautiful video. I just felt that the focus was more on the venue. The focus was more on selling the space than Laren herself. With Katrina Dimaranan, I know a lot of you have pointed out that she wasn't in a black dress. I got information from a source that this was because Katrina is now in Manila and that even before ACQ, she has been under quarantine. So if the source is right, it means that she wasn't really able to prepare for this runway challenge, and what she submitted was a stock video that we also saw from her introduction video. Now, I'm saying this just to be fair because I did call out Kisses from the headshot. Kisses submitted stock photo from 2019. So again, I'm not so sure what the guidelines are in terms of submitting content, like how recent contents should be submitted. But if they were able to, allow it for Kisses and maybe also allow it for Bea Luigi Gomez, who also submitted a photo from her swimsuit from the Red Series not too long ago, then yeah, I think it's also fair to also mention that Katrina was not in a black dress, most likely because she submitted a stock video and just had to yeah, make things work for her. But again, will this hurt her in the competition because of that? Because I did not include her in my choice, and because I did not feel that her walk was powerful, and that's most likely because it wasn't meant for the runway challenge anyway, then yeah, I don't think it will hurt her in the competition. As for kisses, I did not include her because I feel like the videographer or the one who was editing the video made one fatal mistake, and that was to just focus on her face and to focus on kisses from the knee above. We did not get to see any of her footwork. I don't even remember seeing her shoes. That's my only reason. So I'm not being like nasty or purist about it, but it is supposed to be a runway challenge. We are supposed to see footwork. We are supposed to see pasarela skills. So these are my only reasons, guys. So yeah, my super tight list is just comprised of 6 ladies. So if this is what we're going to work with, yeah, it's a little easy for us to really figure out who makes it to top 30. Maybe who even makes it to top 6. But for now, I will see you with the next content. I'm gonna work on that swimsuit video for you very soon. But for now, thank you and goodbye.